This call is now being recorded.
Okay, so this is the free body diagram. So as you can see, so there can be three cases. So the frictional force, so as we have studied in the previous class, so the frictional force, it is a self-adjusting force. So that means as you go on increasing the applied load, so suppose in this direction I am plotting the applied load, which is P. This is the force I am applying. And this is the frictional force that is being set up due to the roughness of the surface or due to the contact effects. So this force actually, it is a self-adjusting force. So this self-adjusting force, it will go on increasing to a certain limit. So up to a limit, as you go on increasing the applied load, the friction also goes on increasing such that there is no motion of the body. So this zone, this is the static zone. So this is the static zone where there is no motion of the body. So suppose there is a force of, say, initially I am applying a load of P1. Say, suppose it is P1. And so the frictional force is, say, F1, such that P1 is equal to F1. This is the first case. Then I increase the load, say P1 plus delta. So it becomes, say, P2. The frictional force also increases to a value which is F2, such that P2 is equal to F2. Okay? So as I am increasing the load, the frictional force is also increasing. So as I am increasing this one, the frictional force is also going on increasing. So in this way, I can go on increasing this load. So again, I am increasing it by delta. So I am applying a load of P3. So this frictional force, it also gets increased by itself, and that becomes F3, such that P3 will be equal to F3, in order that there is no motion of the body. So these are certain static zones actually. There is no motion, but still there is frictional force acting on the body. So a stage will reach, depending on the contact surfaces, a stage will reach where, say, suppose a stage will be reaching. So let's call it as D itself. So where the load will be something load you are applying, and the frictional force reaches its maximum value. Okay? So at a certain load, say suppose, so there the frictional force will be reaching its maximum value. So let us call it as Fs or F max. So that F max, so in that case, that F max will be equal to mu s into N. So this mu s is equal to Fs by N. So this is the maximum frictional force divided by the normal reaction. So as you can see, this normal reaction, this doesn't change. So this normal reaction, this is dependent on the loading on the body. So this normal reaction, that will not be changing. So at a time will come, so this frictional force, so the frictional force goes on changing, and a time will come when this becomes maximum. So that maximum value of the frictional force divided by the normal reaction will be giving us the coefficient of static friction. Now, so this is a point where the motion is impending. There is impending motion. The motion is about to start, but the motion hasn't started yet. So the body has just a tendency to move, or the body has just a tendency to start its motion. And finally, so if I now increase the load further, so I am increasing P further. So it was, say, suppose Pn. Then I am increasing the load further. So I am again making it P plus delta. So in that case, this frictional force won't increase actually. So it will decrease a bit actually, because there will be intermingling of the irregularity. So that is why it will drop a bit, and after that it will almost remain constant, but generally there will be a drooping tendency, since with motion the frictional effects may fall due to intermingling of the crests and troughs on the contacting surfaces. Okay? So in that case, so a case the the friction we call it as the kinetic friction. So that Fk will be equal to mu k into n. So again you can see that mu k will be equal to Fk divided by n. So n is a constant and Fk is a value which is somewhat less than Fs. So F max it's just somewhat less than Fs. So this is mu k is just somewhat less than mu s. So when there is motion, when there is motion, I mean, so we have to take the value of mu k. And when there is no motion, then initially when there is no motion, so when there is impending motion, then the friction is F max. So in that case, we have to take mu s. And when motion hasn't started, so friction in that case is a self-adjusting force. It won't be given by mu s n, it won't be given by mu k n, but it has to be determined by the equilibrium equations of the body. Equilibrium equations of the body. So there are three cases. So initially there is no motion, but still friction is acting. So in that case, friction is not equal to mu s n. Still it's not maximum. So you cannot predict that value. It will go on increasing. So in that case, we have to determine the value of the friction based on the equations of equilibrium. So there will be a time coming when motion is about to start, or the motion is impending, or the body is just tending to move. In that case, the frictional force will be equal to, so in that case, Fs will be equal to mu s n. And after motion has started, so when the body is in motion or the system is in a kinetic state, so in that case, Fk, that will be equal to mu k into n. Okay, so most of the problems that we'll be doing will be based on these things itself. So let's start with the problem so that the things become clearer. So we'll be starting with problem number 6.1. So let's start with problem number 6.1. So as you can see, it's a relatively simpler problem. So there is a weight. So the weight is given. So the weight is 200 pounds. So already the weight is given, which is equal to 200 pounds. So let this be the weight of the body acting downwards. So a force P is being applied here. So P, the value is 85 pounds. And what else? So determine the magnitude of the frictional force exerted by the horizontal surface on the crate. So since the body has a tendency to move in the positive x direction, so the frictional force, I am drawing it here. So there are two reasons why I am drawing it here, because since the friction is not acting on this part, actually friction is acting only at the surfaces of contact. So that is why I am drawing the frictional force on the downward direction, and Y arrow, because that frictional force is a shearing force. So just I would leave that here. So this frictional force I am drawing it in this case by a single line, representing that it only acts on the surface of contact, not on this any other surface. Only the surface of contact the frictional force is acting, and this value is actually shearing force. It's not a normal force, it's actually a shearing force. Okay, so in this case we are supposed to find out the frictional force acting on the body. So I hope this sort of problems are a bit easier to use. So this is the weight of the body, which is given to be, I think, 200 pounds. And this is the normal reaction N acting on the body, and this is the frictional force acting on the body. So the values of the mu s and mu k are given. So mu s is given to be 0.50 and mu k is given to be 0.40. So these are the values of for the contact surface. So it is at this point where there is contact between the two surfaces. So now, just write down. So for equilibrium, so we have to make sigma fx is equal to 0. So if we make sigma fx is equal to 0, what we should be getting? So this frictional force, if I call it F, so F, that will be equal to 85 pounds. And second one, and if I do a vertical balance, so Fy, that is equal to, Fy will be equal to 0. So we will be having N, that is equal to 200 pounds. So as just we had discussed, so initially we don't know whether motion has started, whether friction is in the increasing state, whether friction has become maximum, or the friction has reached the kinetic state. We don't know. So that is why we first make an assumption that motion has not started. So we make an assumption that motion has not yet impended. I am not using the word started, I am using the word impended. So there is no tendency of the body to slide. So that is why, so I am just defining, so I am just calculating the value of the frictional force based on conditions of equilibrium. So based on the conditions of equilibrium, I am calculating the frictional force. Now, what will be F max? So F max, that will be equal to mu s into the normal reaction. So mu s into normal reaction. So what is mu s? So mu s is 0.50 into normal reaction is 200. So the value is 100 pounds. So now let's check. So now this is the frictional force that we have got from the equations of equilibrium. So you can see that this force is still less than F max. So F is still less than F max. So the condition, so the assumption that we have made is correct, That so we can write number one is motion has not yet impended. Motion has not yet impended. Number one. So motion has not yet impended, and this is the value of the friction. So this one is the answer, not this one, because motion hasn't started. So that is why we won't be taking the value of F max. F is still less than F max. It's in the increasing state, wherein the motion of the body has not yet started. So the frictional force has to be obtained using the equation of equilibrium. Has the motion been impended, we would have used this equation. Has the motion started? I mean, if it has been in kinetic state, then we would have used, for motion, we would have used mu k into m. So in this case, since motion has not started or impended, since this is already less than F max, so that is why motion has not yet started, and the answer friction value is this one. So it's still increasing. So it's 85 pounds, it's still increasing. It will reach a value of 100. And after that, the motion will impend. And after that, the frictional force will be becoming equal to K into M. So this was the first problem. So
একজন জয়েন হতে চাইছে একজন জয়েন হতে চাইছে
So just let me know whether you have any questions regarding this problem. So it's just a basic problem, but there are many things to learn from it. So the first thing that I told is, we don't know whether motion has started, motion has impended, friction has become maximum, or it's still increasing, it's still self-adjusting, we don't know. So that is why initially we have to obtain the thing from equation of equilibrium. So this thing is actually constant. So N actually will remain constant throughout, because it just depends on the weight of the body in this case. So that is why this normal reaction will be remaining constant throughout, so that this F max is a constant value based on US and N. So that is 100 pounds. So just we need to check whether this value has exceeded 100 pounds or not. Since in this case it hasn't exceeded, so motion has not started, and the frictional value is still increasing from 85 pounds. Still increasing and is at 85 pounds itself. So in this case, the frictional force will be 85 pounds and not F max value. You got it? So let's move to the next problem, 6.2. Just let me know if you have any questions. Then we move to 6.2.
No problem, sir.
Okay, so let's do problem number 6.2. So it's sort of a similar problem, but just to make the concepts clearer, I'm doing these things. So this is the force of 700 Newton acting inclined at an angle of 30 degree. What else? So the weight of the body is given. So the weight of the body given is 100 kg. So not 100 kg, it should be 100 into 9.81. So this is the weight of the body acting downwards. Mu(s) and mu(k) given. Okay, so we have to determine the value of the frictional force. So mu(s) is 0.80 and mu(k) is 0.80. it's 0.60. So these are the values of the coefficients of friction given. Okay, so how to go about this one? So initially we have to draw the free body diagram. So since I am pulling it in the positive x direction, so say suppose this direction I am calling it as x, this direction I am calling it as y. So the frictional force, so that will be acting in the opposite direction. So let's draw it here. But just in the first case I discussed, from now onwards we'll be discussing F acting at the center of the body. But this is actually wrong because F doesn't act on the center of the body. It only acts at the contact surface. So better let's draw it like this. Okay, so we don't know F. And what else? So there will be normal reaction acting on the body. So there is a normal reaction acting on the body. What else? I hope we have covered everything. So now let's write the equations of equilibrium for this body. So initially we will be having sigma fx is equal to 0. So sigma fx is equal to 0. So in the positive x direction I am having p cos 30 degree minus f, that is equal to 0. So from here what will be f? F will be equal to p cos 30 degree. So p is 700. So it's 700 into cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So just calculate what is the value of f you are getting. And sigma fy is equal to 0. So that will be, you have a positive direction, you are having n plus p sine 30 degree, that is equal to w. So w is 100 into 9.81. So just calculate what is the value of the normal reaction you are getting. So just check and let me know what are the two values you are getting.
So 631 Newton, normal reaction.
So, अच्छा, कौन सा बोल रहा 631 is n, right? So,
Yes, sir.
so n is 631 newtons. And what is the
और वो
value of
टारगेट
the,
का सर
857.
606
857.
606 f of x
f কত আসছে?
Sir,
sir
606.21.
606
606.21.
ठीक है, 606 something like that you'll be getting. So now let's check whether motion has started or not. So to check that, let's calculate f max. Now, what is the value of the f max? So f max is equal to mu s into n. So what is mu s? Mu s is 0.80 into normal reaction is 631. So just calculate what is the value you are getting.
505.
Yeah, it should be 505 newtons. So now you can see that this value, so this frictional force from the equation of equilibrium is greater than F max. So F is greater than F max. So since it has already exceeded the maximum friction, hence the motion has started, or the body is in motion. The body is already in motion because it has exceeded F max. So that is why the body is in motion. So since the body is in motion, so what will be the frictional force? So the frictional force will be equal to Fk. So we have, the answer will be mu k into n. So mu k is 0.60 into n. So n is 631. So see what is the value?
379
So Fk, that is equal to 379 Newton. So this is the answer. Not this one. Not this one. Neither this one. Because why? Because the body has already started moving. So this doesn't come into picture. The body has already exceeded F max. So this won't be the value. The body is already in motion. So the frictional force will be given by the kinetic friction value, which is equal to mu k into n. So I hope you can understand this. So let's start with the third problem. They can now just I am giving you some time so that you can understand the problems. Initial problems will be done. So I am giving some time. ठीक है then. Just see, then we can start the next problem. कोनो questions नहीं तो? Hello?
No, sir. No question.
No, sir.
So let's do problem number 6.4. So there is a body resting on an inclined plane. So a force P, which is at an angle of 30 degrees to this inclination. So this inclination is 20 degrees. So there is a force P acting on the body, and the weight of the body is 100 into 9.81. So weight of the body is 100 into 9.81, and this inclination is given to be 15 degrees. What else? So this is the things that are given. So mu s and mu k of the surfaces are given. So mu s is 0.30 and mu k is 0.20. I think. Just check. So initially we need to determine the frictional force acting on the block when P is applied with a magnitude of 200 Newton. So the case one is P is equal to 200 Newton. This load is applied on the body. So determine the frictional force there. So just start it by yourself. So in एक case है, initially, so as you know, like still, so एक case है, the best thing is you take the axis inclined with the, you take the axis system inclined with the inclined plane itself. So that's how the problem will be getting easier for force balancing. So this is x, this is y. So not x, y, you can also call them as end and t also. Or let it be x, y. You can choose like that. Okay? So what is the other, any other force acting here? So the normal reaction, as you know, so the normal reaction will be perpendicular to the surface on which it's resting. So this surface, so perpendicular on it is in the y direction. So this is the normal reaction. So this weight actually we can break it down into two components. So here I'm just writing it as W. So this will be 15. Eta 15 or this will be 15. So this will be 15 cos 15 degree. And this one is W sine 15 degree. So now if I write sigma fx is equal to 0. So we will be having P cos 20 degree. What else in the x direction? Okay, we haven't drawn the frictional force. So as you can see, a load is being applied on the body. ठीक है sir? Okay. So when I am writing the equation of equilibrium, so these are the equations of equilibrium that I am writing. So see, in this case, I don't know in which direction the body will be moving. Because I don't know whether the body has yet started motion or not. But the general tendency of the body is to slide down. So that is why the frictional force acting on the body will be in the upward direction. Had we known that the motion of the body has started or the motion is impending, in that case, the friction will change its direction and will become in the downward direction. But since in this case, the body has a general tendency to slide down. If I keep a body on an inclined plane, this general tendency will be to slide down. Okay? So for that, the frictional force will be acting in the upward direction. So let's draw it somewhere here. So this is the case.
So the body is also given upward force, no? So it could also go upwards. So how can I confidently say the friction will be that direction?
We discussed initially. We don't know whether motion has started or not. The body is static. The body is static. We don't know whether motion has impended yet. Unless there is impending motion, how can we draw it? Okay? So in this case, the friction we have to take in the upward direction based on the general tendency of the body. The general tendency of the body is to slide down. That's why we are taking Fa to be the upward direction. We don't know in which direction the body is about to move. The body can move in the downward direction. The body may have a tendency to move in the upward direction, but its general tendency will be to move downward. That's what we have to take, unless we are specifically sure that the body has an impending motion or motion has started.
Okay.
So it's when I am writing the equation of it, I have to consider the general tendency of the body, which is to slide down. So that is why the frictional force will be in the upward direction. And if it was given in the problem that the body is in a state of impending motion, impending upward motion, or the motion is impending, or motion has started, has any such sort of statement been made in the problem, then we could have taken friction in the downward direction as in the next cases. So in the next case I consider Corbo. So in the case A actually, since we don't know about the state of motion of the body, we have to take F in the downward direction, in the upward direction, which is the general state of the body. If we have a bhul nahi, it may come negative. বুঝেছো?
Yes, sir. We can interpret from the result.
হ্যাঁ,
We can interpret the friction and direction of friction from result.
yeah, exactly. We can interpret it from the result. তুমি downwards ও নিতে পারো, that doesn't matter. In that case ওটা নেগেটিভ চলে আসবে। কিন্তু in this case, since I am writing a equation of equilibrium, so I have to make a logical assumption. So logical assumption is, since its natural tendency is to slide down. ঠিক আছে? Since its natural tendency is to slide down, so that is why the frictional force has to be in the upward direction. So we are taking the natural tendency of the body, which is a logical assumption. তুমি এটা নিচে নিতেই পারো, you can take it in the downward direction. It will just be coming out to be negative, nothing else. Okay, so এর সাথে plus f, I don't know if a লেখাটা ঠিক হবে কিনা, since it's the case a, I am writing it as fa. There is no other meaning. ঠিক আছে? আচ্ছা, so fa আর কি ছিল বলো? So downward direction is minus w sine 15 degrees. So that is equal to 0. So we'll be having, so ekhane I think everything is known. So that is why, so if I put fa, so fa will be equal to what? W sine 15 degree minus p cos 20 degree. So w is, weight ta koto chilo?
981.
981 newtons. So it is 981 sine 15 degree minus p is 200. So 200 cos 20 degree. So just check fa koto?
66 degree. 66 Newton.
fa will be coming out to be positive and 66 Newton. So our assumption is correct. So since motion has not started, the body still has a tendency to downward, tendency to slide downwards, and so friction will be upwards. ঠিক আছে? বোঝা গেছে? দেখো এই পার্টটা ইম্পর্টেন্ট।
Yes, sir.
Whatever questions
Yes, sir.
you ask, they are very logical questions and very much to be understood. So I would again like you to think on this. Just let me know whether this part is clear. Then we'll be moving to the next part. So this is the part A that we discussed. So just keep in mind, don't have a general logic. I have applied load, it will move. No, if you have applied load, it may not move, because there is friction opposing it. It may have any other tendency. It still has a tendency to slide down, even if you are applying a load. Unless you exceed this value, or unless this speed reaches a critical value or limiting value, it will tend to have a tendency to slide down. ঠিক আছে? Okay, so এটা ঠিক আছে তো? So next we go to the B. So if you read, so in the B section is written the force P required to initiate motion of the plane from rest. So now you know that for the B case, the motion has started. So we need the force P. So we need to calculate the force P for which there will be initiation of motion, or the body will start motion, or it may reach the impending motion state also. So that is why, so in that case now I will be doing the thing that we did in the opposite sense in the previous example. So in this case, so আমাদের শুধু এইখানে আমাদের দেখো, in this case we only need to find out the আচ্ছা এইটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি হয়নি এখনো, দাঁড়াও।
হ্যাঁ স্যার, ওই ম্যাক্সিমাম ফ্রিকশন ক্যালকুলেট করতে হবে।
আচ্ছা এইটা এখন আমাদের হয়নি। সো এইখানে now you calculate f max. So what will be f max? So f max will be equal to mu s into n. So we need to calculate n also. ঠিক আছে? So এটা এখনো পার্টটা শেষ হয়নি। So now we do sigma fy is equal to 0. So what will be fy? So fy will be equal to n plus p sine 20 degree, that is equal to w cos 15 degree. দেখো এটাতে কিন্তু is independent of the friction, মানে এটাতে কিন্তু এই ফ্রিকশনের বা সেলফ অ্যাডজাস্টিং ফোর্সের কোনো পার্ট নেই। সো ইট উইল বি কমন ফর দ্য পার্টস a b and c. এই এক্সপ্রেশনটা, this expression will be common for the parts a b and c, but this expression is not common for the parts a b and c. It will differ for parts a b and c because friction এখানে present আছে, this friction is self adjusting as well as it can change direction. ঠিক আছে? So এই পার্টটা, this part is common for the problems, মানে three parts in the problem A, B and C. তাহলে এইটাকে you can keep it outside A also. মানে আমি বলতে চাইছি এটাকে this is not included in the A part. This is the common part. ঠিক আছে, এটা একবার করলে once you do it once, that's enough. But this part you have to repeat for all the cases actually, because FA keeps on changing in direction, in magnitude. So এইখানে just calculate what is the value of n. So n will be equal to W cos 15 degree minus P sin 20 degree. So W is
79 Newton.
let's check, just it calculate karo. Minus P is given to be 200 in this case. So 200 sin 20 degree. So just calculate what is the
879.
880 Newton.
879 newtons. So now you see, okay, so F max. So what will be F max? So F max will be equal to mu s into n. So what is mu s? Mu s is 0.30. So it is 0.30 into 879. So check what is the value you are getting. So you should be getting, I think, 264 newtons. So just check what is the value you are getting. So this part you have to do in order to determine whether motion has started, impended or yet to start. Yes, sir, 264 Newton. You are getting this value?
Yes, sir.
So now we can also F is less than F max. So motion of the body, so the body is still at rest. But still at rest, the body is still at rest and has a tendency to slide down. So the body is still at rest and has a tendency to slide down, which is why this FA value we got it as positive. Okay? So the body is still at rest and has a tendency to slide down. So the friction will be in the upward direction. Okay? So let's go to the next part, B. Eta hoye gele bolo, just let me know. Have I copied anything? Just let me know whether you have copied this part. Then I'll be moving to the next part.
Yes, sir.
Right, sir.
Okay. So now we'll be starting case B. So as I told that this part is independent of all. So n is equal to 879 Newton. So I will be writing outside. So this part is independent of AP and C. So that is why the value of n is equal to 879 Newton. This I write outside. 879 Newton. So this I am writing. So this is Newton on a unit and this is the force. Okay. So now let's move to the case B. So going to case B. So in this case, what they have asked, so they have already told that the motion of the body. So we need to calculate P. Now they are increasing P. So now I go on increasing the value of the P. So a time will come when the body will be having an impending motion upwards. So in this case, they want to determine the value of the P to initiate motion, just to initiate motion. So just to initiate motion. So to initiate motion or to impend the motion. So for impending motion, to initiate motion, but tendency to motion, but impending motion of the body. So in order to create an impending motion to upward in the upward direction, So for that case, so the body once it starts moving upward, now you can say the frictional force will start acting in the downward direction. So I am drawing it aligned with the surface. So the frictional force is acting here. I hope you can understand that the frictional force is aligned with this one. Or maybe I could draw it with other color. Okay, so now Fy remains same. Fy since it's independent of f, with this part, when sigma Fy is equal to 0, এই পার্টটা রিপিট করার দরকার নেই. We don't need to repeat that part. Only for equations of equilibrium. So writing the equation of equilibrium, sigma Fy is equal to 0. So sigma Fy is equal to 0 হলে কি হবে? Sorry, Fy না, Fx is equal to 0 we have to do. So we have to calculate sigma Fx is equal to 0. So কি হবে? X direction এ কি কি অ্যাড করছে? So positive x direction we are having p cos 20 degree and f is in the downward direction. So p cos 20 minus w sin 15 minus f, that is equal to 0. ঠিক আছে? এবার now since for impending motion or for motion but to initiate motion লিখে দাও, to initiate motion this f must be equal to f max or fs, the limiting value of the static friction, or f limiting you can also write. So that should be equal to mu s into n. So what is mu s? Mu s is 0.30 into n. N is 879. So just calculate what is the value of f. So let's call it as fb, the b case. ঠিক আছে? So fb is equal to কত আসছে? fb is coming out to be কত আসছে দেখো, এটা 264 নিউটনস আসছে মনে হচ্ছে। ঠিক আছে? হ্যালো?
Yes, sir.
So p cos 20 degree, that is equal to w is 981 sin 15 degree plus fb. So fb is 264. So from here just calculate what is the value of p you are getting. So this is the load for starting the motion, or this is the load corresponding to the, so this is the load corresponding to this point. So you have, this is p, this is f max. So when f is f max, what will be the value of p? But in the last case, p lies somewhere around here, maybe at somewhere away from this one. So that friction was something to be determined from the equations of equilibrium. ঠিক আছে? I hope you can understand this. এটা হয়ে গেছে? Just calculate the value of p. p টা ক্যালকুলেট করে দেখো, let me know, then আমরা নেক্সট পার্টে যাব।
Sir, 551.24.
What is the value you're getting?
Sir, 551.24.
So let me check, like what I have got is
551.
What 553 short of 553, 552.7 is what I have got. Short of 553 Newton. Just do it at your home, whatever value you are getting, that's correct. ঠিক আছে?
Okay,
So I
sir.
am moving to C part. এটা মুছে ফেলছি। এটা মুছে ফেলবো?
স্যার একটু ওয়েট করুন,
হেজি আছে, একটু ওয়েট করুন।
স্যার একটু ব্লাড এসে গেছে।
কোনো কনফিউশন থাকলে জিজ্ঞেস করো।
ডান স্যার, এবার ঠিক আছে।
স্যার যদি ফোর্সটা স্ট্যাটিক ফ্রিকশনের থেকে বেশি কিন্তু কাইনেটিক ফ্রিকশনের থেকে কম হয়, মানে লিমিটিং স্ট্যাটিক ফ্রিকশনের থেকে বেশি আর কাইনেটিক ফ্রিকশনের থেকে কম, এই অবস্থায় ফ্রিকশনটা কি ডাউনওয়ার্ডসই কাজ করবে?
হয়ে গেছে কপি করা?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we start with the C part. So now, the last part is the frictional force acting on the block if P is equal to 600 newtons. So, as you can understand that P was in the last case, the P we got was কত পেয়েছিলাম? P is equal to 553 newton. So this is corresponding. So this is a P corresponding to. So corresponds to F max. So since now the case is P is equal to 600 newton. So we have increased it from 553. So that is why this is a case where the motion has started, but the body is in motion. The motion has started. Okay, so now we need to find out the value of the frictional force. So as since motion has started, so what will be the value of the friction? So that should be equal to, so I will take a case C only. So if I am calling it as case C, so that will be FC I am calling. So that is equal to the kinetic friction. So that is equal to mu k into n. So what is mu k? Mu k is 0.20 into n is 879. So what will be FC? So FC will be equal to কত হবে? দেখো, so এটা একটু ক্যালকুলেট করো। এটা
স্ক্রিন হ্যাঁ ওকে ওকে
হ্যাঁ
স্ক্রিনটা চলে গেছিল এখন চলে এসেছে
So FC টা চেক করো, what is the value of FC you are getting? কত আসছে এটা? দেখো এটা আসছে
175.8
5 newton. So you should be getting something like this. Just check.
Sir, 175.8 আসছে।
হ্যাঁ
yes sir 175.8
175.8
175.8 তাহলে তাই আসবে। ঠিক আছে, so এখান থেকে using FC we are getting this one. Now if we use the equation of equilibrium, so now if I use the equations of equilibrium, so what we should be getting? So আমরা যদি again equation of equilibrium লিখি, so let's write a sigma fx is equal to 0. So কি হবে? So that is P generally রাখলে ভালো যে P cos 20 degree আর কি আছে x direction P cos 20, friction is in the downward direction, so that is equal to W sin 15 degree plus frictional force C. So P is given to be, so আমরা C টা বের করছি FC. So FC will be equal to 600 cos 20 degree minus W sin 15 degree. So it is 600 cos 20 degree minus W কত আছে? W is 981 I think, sin 15 degree. So just check what is the value of FC we are getting. So this is the actual frictional force value.
So 310 Newton.
Eta?
yes sir 310 newton
Yes sir, 309.9 or 310
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
What is 600 cos 20 minus W sin 15 degree? 161.4 এসছে তোমার।
309.9।
ঠিক আছে, whatever value you are getting, that is the answer. 309.9
9
so 310 newton ধরে নাও। ঠিক আছে, so this is the frictional force, ঠিক আছে, for the case C. Okay, so next problem টা দেখো। So next problem টা হচ্ছে একটু bit of important problem. So we go to problem number 6.6. আচ্ছা এটা টোকা হয়ে গেছে?
Yes sir.
Sir, frictional force kinetic friction যত হবে না, মানে 175.8 হবে না, 310 তো হতে পারে।
I think what you are getting from the equation of equilibrium. So you have to take this value, not this value.
Okay, okay sir.
It goes on changing actually. বুঝতে পারছো? The mu k actually it goes on changing across as you go on increasing the load. So this is what you get from the equation of equilibrium. That is the main thing actually. It will always be greater than this one. So whatever you are getting from the equation of equilibrium, so that value you have to take.
Yes, sir.
So now we go to problem number 6.6. So problem number 6.6, as you can see that a force P is applied at the point A and it slowly increased. So we have to state the occurrence. So it is whether there will be slipping or tipping first. Slipping means the body will slip or slide. Both the B and C, both the ends B and C, they will be in contact with the ground and they will slide. Or whether the point B will actually, it will rotate about that point. The point B having a slower lever arm will rotate first actually. So the problem is, so it's a problem where we need to determine whether there will be slipping first or tipping first. So you have just 6.6. So see, there is a block. So let's draw it on the other side. So let's draw it here. I hope it's visible. So there is a block. So there are two support points. So this point is, I think, so this point is B and this point is C. And this is a point A where an inclined force P of the magnitude is not given. So this is 30 degree. P is given, I think. No, P is not given. P is slowly increased. So just based on any P, actually, we need to determine whether the block slips fast or tips fast. So this is 30 degree. A length is 2D. This length is 2D. And this length is small d. So just we need to determine whether it slips. So slips means it has to slip keeping the contact point same. The B and C will be in contact and it will slide in the first direction, in the positive x direction. Sorry, in the positive x direction. So let's call it the positive x direction. Let's call it the positive y direction. Or it tips. Tips one end actually it rotates. So see, so this point it's closer to this one, so it will be having a smaller lever arm. So it will have a tendency to move. So this point will tip first. So B will tip first, C will tip next. So that is why either there will be tipping of the body, so slipping money. So suppose the body was like this, so it can start translation. So it can start translation, keeping the points B and C to be same. So B becomes B dash, C becomes C dash. So it is slipping, the body slips. And there will be tipping. So tipping is, suppose this is the body, so this is B, this is C. So this point remains same. So the body tips. It actually gets it rotates about that point actually, about the point B. So this is tipping. So this is the slipping of the body and this is tipping of the body. So we have to determine based on the load conditions and the friction actually. So it's dependent on the friction between these two surfaces. So that is why you can see that the friction at the surface is given. So friction is given to be 0.50. So friction of the contacting surfaces is given to be 0.50. So in this case, we have to see whether the body actually slips. Just slip kore. If you pull an object, you get a horizontal force. Has it been a horizontal force P, then the body would have slipped only. There would be no effect of tipping. I mean, if CG ke load take apply korta, then tipping ka hoto na, but rather a lesser tendency. But since the load is inclined, so then it will be having two tendencies actually. One will be slipping. Either it can slide along the horizontal surface or it can tip. That is why it can rotate about the point C. So what we need to determine? So let's start the problem. So you are able to understand what we are supposed to determine.
Yes.
Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, let RB and RC, let R na likho, N liye likho. Better hoga, jeto friction acha. So let NB and NC be the, let NB and NC be the normal reactions at the points B and C respectively. And প্রথমটা দেখো assuming sleeping. Just write down assuming sleeping such that points B and C remain in touch with the surface. So initially we are assuming sleeping such that the points B and C maintain touch with the surface. So what are the forces acting now? So eta holo, so eta আর কি থাকবে, there will be weight of the body acting downwards. So this is mg, so this is 2d মানে this will be d, this will be d, and what else? Okay, frictional forces will be there. So if you have, so I'm trying to pull the body, so I'm trying to pull the body in the positive x direction. So there will be two frictional forces. So in this direction we'll be having one frictional force. So let this be Fc, and in this direction I will be having another frictional force. Let's call it as Fb. Okay, so these are the forces that are acting on the body. So from the equations of equilibrium. So now just write down from the equation of equilibrium. Now from the equation of equilibrium, sigma fx is equal to 0. So sigma fx is equal to 0. Then x direction I will substitute balance for it. So what I should be getting is, so we have taken this direction as positive. So that should be minus fb minus fc. এদিকে কি আছে? So positive direction we are having p cos 30. So plus p cos 30 degree, that is equal to 0. So এটা কি হচ্ছে? This is fb plus fc, that is equal to p cos 30 degree. So like assuming sleeping at A and B, at B and C. So assuming sleeping at the points B and C. So if we assume that the points B and C actually sleeps. So assuming sleep at the points B and C, so FB will be equal to mu s into NB, and FC will be equal to mu s into NC. So how is the equation take the put query? So from 1, so if I put in equation number 1, so we should be having mu s into NB plus NC, that is equal to P cos 30 degree. ঠিক আছে? So let's call it by, let's call it by equation number 1. So this is what we get by making sigma fx is equal to 0. ঠিক আছে? দেখো up to now clear হলে আমরা একটু proceed করব.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
স্যার বি এন্ড সি তে দুখানা ফ্রিকশন আর ফোর্স সেম হবে না?
বলছি দাঁড়াও। বলো।
স্যার পয়েন্ট বি এন্ড সি তে ফ্রিকশনাল ফোর্স সেম হবে না?
কেন সেম হবে? দুটো তো আলাদা আলাদা রিঅ্যাকশন আছে। এখানে তো লোড আছে, যদি লোডটা না থাকতো, এই লোড আছে তো, সেই লোডটাকে যদি তুমি না ধরো তাহলে এটা সিমেট্রিক লোডিং হয়, এই দুটো সেম হতো। কিন্তু এখানে তো তা নয়, এখানে তো there is a load applied, so এই দুটো রিঅ্যাকশন দুটো আলাদা আলাদা হবে। So the reactions will be different, so NB and NC will be different. It's not a symmetric loading. আমি যদি এখানে সিমেট্রিক ধরতাম, সেটা কখন হতো? মানে it's not a symmetric loading. মানে আমি যদি এটাকে সিমেট্রিক ধরি about a vertical axis or x axis, this is not a symmetric loading. So that is why এই দুটো কখনো ইকুয়াল হবে না। If যদি সিমেট্রিক লোডিং থাকে একমাত্র, only then the two things will be equal. So suppose এরকম ধরনের একটা জিনিস আছে, ধরো suppose weight act করছে W, ধরো এখানে দুটো সাপোর্ট আছে, দুটো রিঅ্যাকশন আছে, ধরো R1 R2, আর এখানে ধরো ওয়েটটা ঠিক মাঝামাঝি অ্যাক্ট করছে। So see, its weight is acting downward. So এখানে আমি যদি I take a parting line or a separating line, you can see that it's a mirror image. So this is a symmetric loading. এই কেসে R1 and R2 will be equal. কিন্তু এইখানে তো এটা তো symmetric about vertical axis নয়, so NB and NC won't be equal to each other. They will be different, since it's not a symmetric loading about any vertical axis. বোঝা গেছে?
ইয়েস স্যার।
So আমি এটা মুছে ফেলছি, হ্যাঁ, আমার এত অবধি মুছে ফেলবো। So next we'll be writing equation of equilibrium. We'll be writing sigma Fy is equal to 0. The equation that we'll be needing, so that's why I'm keeping this one. So now sigma Fy is equal to 0. So Fy is equal to 0 মানে আমরা কি পাবো? What will be getting? Fy is equal to 0 করলে দেখো upward direction there is p sin 30 degree আর কি আছে plus nb plus nc that is equal to mg I think. ঠিক আছে? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So আমরা এটাকে কি লিখতে পারি? We can write it as p sin 30 degree plus nb plus nc. So nb plus nc is p cos 30 by mu s. So it is p cos 30 degree divided by mu s, that is equal to mg. So what we can write? So p take আমরা by p ta. So what will be p? So p will be equal to mu s sin 30 degree plus cos 30 degree, that is equal to mu s into mg. So this is actually the sleeping load. So let's call it as P sleeping. So that will be equal to mu s into mg divided by mu s sin 30 degree plus cos 30 degree. So this is the first value. So this is the sleeping load. So you can see that the sleeping load is actually, what are the factors it's dependent on? Is dependent on mu s. ঠিক আছে? And it depends on actually ওয়েটটাকে আমরা ধরছি না, বিকজ আমরা টিপিং যখন করব, if you make a ratio we can also eliminate that one. So it's dependent on mostly mu s actually. বোঝা গেল? কারণ এই যে ফ্যাক্টরস গুলো আছে, mg will be present in tipping also, and this 30 that will be present in tipping also. ঠিক আছে? আচ্ছা, সো এই পার্টটা থাক, সেটা মুছে ফেলছি। এবার আমরা টিপিং এ যাব। Now we'll be considering tipping of the body. So লেখো case 2, or এইটা just case 2 is, so case 2, assuming tipping of the body, assuming tipping at B having a lesser lever arm. Lever armটা তোমরা একটু ক্যালকুলেট করে দেখবে, try it at your home. Just মানে এটা জাস্ট আমরা বাই মানে from our মানে লজিক্যালি আমরা বলছি B টাই টিপ করবে, C মে টিপ অলসো। এখানে B C কখনোই টিপ করবে না, B টাই টিপ করবে, কারণ ওখানে লিভার আর্মটা ছোট আছে। It's a having a lesser liver arm. সেটা একটু বাড়িতে ক্যালকুলেট করবে, ঠিক আছে? Liver arm, so point B loses contact with the surface such that NB becomes equal to 0. So NB যদি 0 হয়ে যায়, the friction at the point will also become equal to 0. বোঝা গেল? Hello? So just I drew that figure. So I'm going to draw body. So the body was like this. So I apply a load here. So the body tips. So body tips, it will become something like, so the final configuration will be something like this. So this point B has lost touch with the surface. So there will be no normal reaction at B. Right? So it's not resting on anything. So there is no reactions at B. So no reactions means no frictional forces. But the point C, still it will be carrying some friction and normal force. ঠিক আছে? So এটা আমি মুছে ফেলছি। So এই পার্টটা I am rubbing off, and এটা লেখা হয়ে গেছে তো এটা?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
So এখানে তাহলে কি কি থাকবে না? So now let's draw the equilibrium equation. এটা মুছে ফেললে আমার হবে। So এই NB NC they don't carry, they are not present now. ঠিক আছে? এই যে NB NC they are not at all present. So এই পয়েন্টটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি একটু উঁচুতে হবে। আমি এটা just at the point of tipping I am doing these calculations. ঠিক আছে? Just when the body tips I am doing this calculation so that B আর C টাকে আমি সেম হরিজন্টাল প্লেনেই দেখিয়েছি, but B is actually at distance delta up from C. ঠিক আছে? So there will be NC, there will be FC, but NB is equal to NC, so NB that is equal to FB that is equal to 0. So for tipping, the point B loses contact such that the normal reaction and the frictional force at the point B it becomes equal to 0. ঠিক আছে? তাহলে বডিটা কার অ্যারাউন্ডে টিপ করছে? যে এইটা রেখেছিলাম না, এটা লাগতো স্কুল। ওকে, লেখা তো হয়ে গেছে, প্রবলেম। So now the body tips around the point C. So it's getting a moment around the point C. So I can equate the moments at the point C. Body ta kai around rotate korche. It's now rotating about the point C. So that is why I am taking the moments at the point C. So if I take the moments at the point C, so what I should be having is, so I mean anti-clockwise, I am taking it as positive. So C point is dekho, a pointer will have no moment, this will have no moment. Only this one will have a moment and this one will have a moment. So mg moment ta koto hobe? So mg about the point C is anti-clockwise. So mg into what is the vertical distance? So the line of action theke this distance is d. Okay. So P again we can break it into two components actually. So P again I'm breaking it into two components. So this one is P cos 30 degree and this one is P sin 30 degree. Okay? So P cos 30, it's causing a clockwise rotation. So that will be minus P cos 30 degree into, see the distance between the line of action of the force and the point C is D, this D. So into D, and P sin 30, it's causing again a clockwise movement. So minus P sin 30 into the line of action of the force is this one, and this distance is 2D. So this is 2D. So that is equal to 0. So now from here, if I calculate P, so P, this is a negative actually. So I am taking it on the other side. So P into D, if I take common, but D ta cancel hi hoye jache. So D actually is getting cancelled. So we are left with cos. So we are left with cos 30 degree plus 2 sin 30 degree, that is equal to mg. So P tipping. So if I call it as the tipping load, so P tipping, that will be equal to mg divided by cos 30 degree plus 2 sin 30 degree. ঠিক আছে? So just you can put the values. A values you can put kore do. Just put what is cos 30 or just put what is sin 30 and just calculate it in terms of mg. ঠিক আছে? Just calculate it in terms of mg. Mg terms and calculate what is the value.
mg by 1.86.
Huh?
mg by 1.86.
Huh?
Sir, 0.536 mg.
Okay, so it's 0.536 mg. Similarly, যেটা P slipping টা এসেছিল, so P slip টাকেও just calculate that one. সেটা কত ছিল? That was μs mg. So μs টা দেওয়া আছে I think. So μs was 0.5. So put 0.5 here. So 0.5 mg divided by 0.5 into sin 30 is half plus cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So এটাকেও calculate কর. What is P slipping? So let's calculate what is the value of P slipping also.
Sir, 0.563. 563. 536, sorry.
Point?
536.
Sir, 536.
সেটা তো টিপিং এ এসছে। স্লিপিংটা ক্যালকুলেট করতে বলছি, P স্লিপিং।
Sir, slipping
Sir, 0.45.
0.448.
0.45.
448,
0.45 mg.
458. No, 448.
Sir, 0.448.
Calculate. So it's clear, like এটা 0.53, এটা 0.44, বা 45 ও যদি ধরো, so it's greater. So tipping value is greater than the sleeping value. So the body will sleep fast. Since the sleeping load is lower, so the body will sleep fast. ঠিক আছে? Under the given loading conditions. Now you change the values of μs or the inclination angle theta by 30 degree. It may tip fast also. ঠিক আছে? So in this case, based on mu and so as you can see, these are functions of mg and mu actually. Why এগুলো আমরা calculate করে ফেলেছি. So actually this loads P sleeping and comma P tipping. So these are actually functions of what? Functions of μs, functions of mg, and functions of this one if I call it theta. So these are functions of these three things. So based on the conditions that are given in this problem, so P sleeping is less than P tipping. So that is why the body, just write down, the body will sleep fast under the given under the given loading conditions. The body will slip fast under the given loading conditions. Just check whether you have understood this problem. Then we will be moving to the next problem, which is problem number. Problem number 6, 7 ta korbo. Just check if you are having any questions or if you are having doubts, you will just ask.
Excuse me, sir.
ठीक है, तो भैया जी कॉपी करा. You want to ask me something related to this problem? Anyone of you?
No, sir, not related to this problem, sir. In general, sir, this sign of the anti-clockwise moments being positive, which you write just before considering the moments about a point, sir, is this a standard notation?
It's not a standard notation. Generally, we take it. It's not a standard notation.
Okay, sir, we can write it in the exams, just like that.
Yeah, if you are taking a different notation, you can write. But just like whatever is your sign conventions, we can write. But whenever you are considering moments, at least you have to see that this ijk is satisfied. So, I cross j becomes equal to k. So this must be satisfied. Okay, so I cross j when I am making actually, so I should be reaching the k direction. So this direction, this thing actually you must maintain. So maintaining that one, you say suppose this example. So suppose I am taking x y here. Okay, so if I now take x cross y, so that is actually giving me a negative moment. Well, so what is the positive thing you are taking? What is the positive convention you are taking? So that you have to define initially. So this is actually a thing that's followed by most of the books. So that is why I follow this one. It doesn't create any confusion. So x and y is like this. Generally we follow. So if I now create x cross y, okay, so x cross y. So this is the x direction. This is y. So I am reaching positive y. So this moment I am calling it as positive. So what is this moment? This moment is actually anti-clockwise in the xy plane. So this is the x plane. This is the y plane. So in the xy plane, if I rotate anti-clockwise, I am reaching the plus z value. So that is why. So this is the sign convention I follow. X is positive in this direction, y is positive in this direction. And now if I am having a clockwise, anti-clockwise couple, so that is outside from the board or in the positive z direction. So if you are taking a different thing, you can mention. I mean, Suppose you are writing, say, suppose MC. So just you can write, if you are taking this one as positive, you can also write. Okay? So what is the sign convention? This is the best thing to mention. I mean, this is the best way to mention. Okay? So if you mention like here, so if you are taking clockwise as positive based on this notation, so based on this one, so you are taking clockwise as positive. So this one is taking, we are taking as positive. So this is the clockwise direction that goes in the minus k direction. So if it's going to the minus k direction, so that is what you have to keep in mind while calculating the moments. So it's a bit confusing. So that is why based on the so just you said that whether it's a general convention or not. So it's a convention followed by most books, and it's, in my opinion, the least confusing. So positive moment is counterclockwise. So this is the least confusing choice of axis system that is followed. So this is actually what I follow. And if you follow a different notation, you can always just keep in mind what are the values you are getting. Just maintain that thing.
Okay, sir. Okay.
This is what we follow. The x, y, based on positive x and positive y. If I rotate in the clockwise direction, I will be going to positive z, and that is why the counterclockwise moment in the xy plane, we take it as positive. Okay, sir. So when I do a cross product, I should be getting x plus y. I should be getting positive k. So in that case, you have to draw your ijk plane also. You have to rotate your ijk planes also. So we will change for if you change your axis systems. So better one convention you follow. This is what I have drawn. So you follow these conventions. So this is related to this ijk plane. So just follow these two conventions. You will not be lost in signs and all.
Okay, sir.
So next problem we will be discussing like problem number 6, 7. So 6, 7, just I chose this problem because it actually gives an insight, an understanding of the angle of friction. So just initially, just I would like to know whether this thing actually we discussed yesterday also. So what is angle of friction? We call it as phi. So this phi, suppose we are having a body. So on this body, a load P is acting. This is the normal reaction. This is the weight of the body. We are calling it as W or mg, whatever you call it. And this one is the frictional force, assuming that the body is moving in the positive direction, positive x direction. So now, if I draw, so frictional force, so at this point, so say suppose, I'm drawing it again. So suppose at this point, so say this is the point where N is active. So here there will be a frictional force F. So if I now complete this vector triangle, so the resultant of N and F, so the resultant of the normal reaction and the frictional force will be a resultant. So this resultant, I'm calling it as R. So if I define this angle as equal to alpha, so then tan alpha, so tan alpha will be equal to perpendicular by base, so F divided by N. So this thing, so what is F by N? So for limiting friction, so for limiting value of friction, so for limiting value of friction, we should be having F is equal to Fs, that is equal to mu s into N. So tan alpha, that is equal to mu s into N divided by N. So that is equal to mu s. So this value, so this alpha value, so the limiting value of alpha, we call it as the angle of friction. So the angle of friction phi s, that will be equal to, or you can write it in this way also. So this is tan phi s, that is equal to mu s. So this is one way of representing it. Or if it were a kinetic friction, is it a kinetic friction also? In that case, tan phi k, that will be equal to mu k. So these are the known as, so these phi s and phi s and phi k. So phi s is known as the static angle of friction. So angle of friction for the static case, and phi k, we call it as the angle of friction for the kinetic case when the body has already started its motion. So I hope you can understand the things like angle of friction and all. So just a little bit about this one. So now we're doing this problem where you get to understand how this concept of angle of friction can be applied to determine whether the body has started sleeping or the body is at rest. So coming back to the problem that we were discussing. So as you can see, there is a weight of 50 pounds, 50 kgs, I think. So there is a point A resting on the ground. There is a point B here. So there is a weight acting at the point B. So you can see, so this is a weight acting at a point B. So I'm calling it as WB. And what else? So since it's resting on a surface, so there will be a reaction force. So I'm calling this the frictional force to be FB. So I'm calling the frictional force equals to FB. And if I come to the point A, so at the point A, so as you can understand, since this load is actually pulling this rod in the downward direction, so it has a general tendency to move in the negative x direction. So that is why the frictional force, I am assuming it to be acting in the positive direction. And since it's resting on the surface, so there will be a normal reaction acting at the point A. So Na is the normal reaction acting at the point A. So if I take the resultant of these two forces, so I should be having a value Ra. What else? So this theta angle, I think it's given. So this length of the bar is 0.3 meters, and this is the x length actually. It will go on changing as the body slides along the vertical slot actually. So this x actually goes on changing. So that is the thing. So x max we need to determine. So just see the problem. What are the things that are given? So the coefficient of static friction for the upper surface. So for the upper surface, mu s is given to be 0.30, and for the lower surface, the value of mu s is given to be 0.40. So this is for the upper surface of the upper point of contact, and this is for the lower surface of the lower point of contact. So we need to determine the friction force acting at each edge. For x is equal to, so the value of x is given to be 75 millimeters. And the maximum value of x for which the bar will not sleep. So এইটাকে আমরা equations of equilibrium দিয়ে করতে পারতাম. So this problem we could have solved it based on equations of equilibrium, and which is something I would ask you to do as part of your homework. So just have a note like this thing. The determination of this thing you have to complete it in your homework based on the equations of equilibrium. And we will be doing this problem based on the angles of friction. So just write down, if you note for now, yeah, homework ke tumra solve this problem based on the equations of equilibrium, and just let me know whether the values I get using angle of friction is the same as you get using the equations of equilibrium. Okay? So for the point A, so just let's start it. So it will be making the problem a bit easier. So for the point A, so tan phi s is equal to mu s. So what will be phi s at the point A? So that is equal to tan inverse mu s. So tan inverse mu s for the lower surface. So for the point A, so it is say suppose phi s A boli. So let's call it by phi s A. So what will be phi s? The angle of the static friction value at the point A. So that is equal to tan inverse of mu s. So tan inverse of mu s. So mu s ta koto ache? So mu s is given to be 0.30. So find out what is the value of phi s A. Eta calculate karo tatari. Hello.
16.7.
16.7 degree.
কত আসছে?
16.7.
16.7 আসছে না 21.8 আসছে?
Sir,
আচ্ছা, lower
beta আসছে 16.7.
হ্যাঁ এক্স্যাক্টলি
আর
এটা
point 8 টা আছে 21.8.
এটা লোয়ার সারফেস আছে বলে এটা it will be 0.40. It will be tan inverse 0.40. So it's
ওটা 21.8 আসছে.
So it should be 21.8 degrees. So phi s A, that should be equal to 21.8 degrees. So let's call this angle as theta. So এটা যদি theta হয়, this is 90 minus theta. 90 minus theta মানে এইটা কত হবে 90 minus theta. So এই অ্যাঙ্গেলটা will be equal to theta. So আমরা যদি থিটাটাকে ক্যালকুলেট করি, so if we calculate theta, থিটাটাকে একটু ক্যালকুলেট করো কত আসছে? Sin theta করি, so if I do sin theta will be equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse. So perpendicular is x divided by 0.3. So x is given to be 0.075 divided by 0.3. So what is the value of theta you are getting? Theta টা কত আসছে একটু ক্যালকুলেট করো তাড়াতাড়ি।
14.5 degree, sir.
কত?
14.5 degree.
14.5 degrees. So just write down. So since theta, so since the inclination angle is less than phi SA, so just write down the bar will not slip at the point A for this contact surface. Okay, now since theta is less than phi SA, the bar will not slip at the contact point A. Since theta is less than phi SA, so phi SA you can understand, yeah? Frictional force divided by the normal reaction. That we did in the theory, just putting this problem. So theta is less than phi SA. Since this theta is less than phi SA, so there will be no slippage at the contact point P. ठीक है? So this is based on the inclination. So just you can increase the angle. So if there is any angle greater than 21.8 degrees, the body will slip by itself.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है? Okay. So next part धरो. So now देखो calculate the point B. देखो होएगा क्या ना मुझे बताओ. This one. होएगा क्या এটা কপি করা?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ठीक है, so लेखो for the point B. So लेखो for the point B. So for the point B. So I'm going to B point take consider करी. So this one was the A point and this one is the B point. So for the B point, so what will be phi S B? So tan phi S B that is equal to mu. ठीक है? Mu S for B. Mu S B. So phi S at the B point. So that will be equal to tan inverse mu S at B. ठीक है? So what is tan inverse mu S at B? So it is এটা আমি ভুল লিখেছি না, এটা upper part, so it's 0.30. So 0.30. So just calculate what is the value of phi SB you are getting. Ready to calculate करो, just see what is the value of phi SB you are getting.
16.7.
So it's 16.7 degrees. So again you can see that this theta, so लिखा now since again theta is less than phi SB. Since theta is less than phi SB, theta was we calculated, na? Theta টা কত এসেছিল? Based on sin theta is equal to x by perpendicular by hypotenuse.
14.5.
40.5, na?
Sir, 14.
Sir, 14.5.
It's 14.5 degrees. So eta, hence there will be taken off. Hence there will be no slipping of the bar at the point B also. Hence there will be no slipping of the bar at the point B also. Hence there will be no slipping of the bar at the point B also. Hence there will be no slipping of the bar at the point B also. Hence there will be no slipping of the bar at the point B also. ঠিক আছে? So next আমাদের কি বের করতে বলেছে যে so now we need to determine the maximum value of x. The maximum value of x for which the bar will not slip. So we need to determine the maximum value of the value of x for which the bar will not slip. So therefore, in this case, so phi s b was 16.7 and phi s a was কত এসেছিল? Phi s a was 21.8. So see, so this value phi s b is less than phi s a. So since phi s b is less than phi s a, so initially, so any point at any point, the point b will slip first because it's having a lower angle of friction. Okay? So in any case, the point b will slip first. So listen now, since phi s b is less than phi s a, the slipping will occur at the point b first. The point B will slip first. The point B will be slipping first. The point B will be slipping first. Okay? The point B will slip first. So if the point B slips actually, so now we can calculate the value of S max. So sine theta was equal to x divided by hypotenuse 0.3. So now let's assume that this theta gets equal to phi s b. So we can first. Therefore, theta is equal to phi s b. So we are doing the calculation based on phi s b only because phi s b is the smaller value. So sine phi s b, that is equal to the maximum value of x divided by 0.3. So just find out the value of x max. So what is x max? So x max is 0.3. So it is 0.3 sine phi s b. So you know this value actually. So just take a wash out and calculate what is the value you are getting for x max. So if I can write it here, so sine phi s b, that will be equal to x max divided by 0.3. So x max will be equal to 0.3 sine phi s b. So এটাকে একটু ক্যালকুলেট করো sin phi s b কত ছিল? It was I think 16.7 degrees. So এটাকে ক্যালকুলেট করো and see what is the value of x max you are getting in meters. এটা 0.3 নিয়েছি.
Sir, 0.086.
0.086 meter. ঠিক আছে. 086 meters. So it should be 86 millimeter I think. So x max is equal to, so if x max, so you go on increasing. So as you go on increasing this one, so I'm really x take as x max goes, as I increase x max, theta also goes on increasing. A time will reach when theta actually becomes equal to phi s b, and at that point, this point b will slip down. B slip করলে a will start slipping also because the motion of a is actually dependent on b. So that is why b is having a lower friction angle. So once this theta, so as I go on increasing, so immediately you can understand that in order to increase theta, I have to increase x max. So if I now increase x max, so immediately x max take so if I now increase x max, so the value of theta, আমার actual উদ্দেশ্য হচ্ছে in order to increase theta max, so in order to increase theta, so আমি এটাকে স্লাইড করে দিয়েছি. A point will come when it will slide by its own. ঠিক আছে? Due to friction. So as I go on increasing theta, I have to go on increasing x max. So I am sliding this bar. So as I go on sliding this bar, a point will come when this theta becomes equal to this value. So at that point, B will start sliding down. So there will be motion in the downward direction. And when it starts sliding down, A will automatically move in the opposite direction. Okay? So the value actually it's a redundant value. And A value based on there will be calculations. বোঝা গেল?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So আমরা এবার 6-8 টা করাচ্ছি. So you're feeling tired? So you're feeling tired, you're getting interest or you're losing interest, let me know. এটা মুছে ফেলবো?
Yes, sir. Done.
So you are getting interest, you are losing interest, or feeling tired? Huh?
Getting interest, sir.
Getting interest. Getting interest বলে তো আরো অনেক অঙ্ক করাবো। হ্যাঁ?
Sir, actually, not, sir.
Actually?
Actually, sir, losing interest. I am tired little.
Getting interest. There are to interest lose করতে there are to rest নেই না there is no problem since it's an online class you can request you can return back when the attendance is going to be called those who feel interested they may continue so এটা তো এমনি recording হচ্ছে you will be getting the recordings also so due to shortage of time আমাকে একটু fast করাতেই হচ্ছে হ্যাঁ so as you know the semester started আমাকে একটু fast cover করতেই হবে in order to complete the syllabus ঠিক আছে so আমাদেরকে we have to move a bit fast
Sir, if it was offline, then it would have been more interesting, sir.
so where you are losing interest when in the class or in the subject when the way I am teaching or the in the subject when there are many points where you can lose the
Actually,
subject.
sir, sitting in front of computer is really tiring.
Yeah, it's equally tiring for me to stand for 2 hours and give the lecture. That means you can see
Yeah, I
them
know.
listening to the lecture. But still, we have to do. Still, we have to make all these arrangements also at the home.
Okay,
Sir, you are trying your level best, but due to some people net connectivity issue, camera issue, it is making the class more disoriented.
Yeah, I can understand that's a general problem, but for the time being, let's complete this one. Next semester onwards, we'll be having online classes. Offline classes. I hope. So maybe we'll start getting interest then. So at least for this semester, let's complete by this mode only. We don't have any other options. And I have to go fast. What I need to say is I have to go a bit fast. And একদিনে হয়তো অনেকটা অঙ্ক করিয়ে দিতে হচ্ছে it's because we are running short of time. ঠিক আছে? So you can also practice at your home. যদি কোনো class you feel you can do a recap of the classes also. That is always possible. But at least I have to complete the syllabus. So I have to run fast. So unless I do that, এটা খুব problem হয়ে যাবে last syllabus শেষ করা। But there will be no other alternative but to skip problems. আমি কোনো problem কিন্তু skip করছি না। যেটা last year or earlier I correct, every problem has been done. Every problem is being attempted in the board. So that is why একটু follow করো। ঠিক আছে? Okay, so this is the problem. So এখানে দেখো it's an easier problem sort of এটা তোমরা নিজেরাই করতে পারবে still এখানে বলার মতো সেভাবে কিছু নেই I don't have much to tell about this problem it's just a sphere or cylinder I think so it's a cylinder homogeneous cylinder that's resting on two surfaces and the coefficient of the cylinder and the surfaces so there are 2 points of contact so the first point I am calling it as A and the other point of contact I am calling it as B so at both the points the mu(s) are same and is given to be 0.30 and a clockwise couple. So a clockwise couple. Okay, so just we need to determine the clockwise couple which will make the cylinder to slip. So that is why. So just look at the wordings of the problem. That in friction actually the wordings of the problem is very important. So when the body slips actually, so that's a case when we reach the limiting value of the friction. So that is why in that case directly we can take FB and FA and FB equal to your mu(s) NV. Since just we need to determine the point or the moment value where, so I am going on increasing the moment. So a time will come when at this both the points it will slip actually. So at that point we should be having FA that is equal to mu(s) NA where FA is the maximum frictional value. Go on increasing, friction will remain equal to FA or somewhat less than that. And FB that is equal to mu(s) into NB. So these two values will be remaining the same, and other things actually are just the equations of equilibrium we need to write. So আমি equations of equilibrium पे लिखे दिच्छी. Maybe you can solve in the class or you can just do it at your home also. So going to the equations of equilibrium, so sigma fx is equal to 0. So fx is equal to 0 হলে কি হবে? So আমি একটু fast যাচ্ছি এখানটা, মানে I hope you can understand, or you can do it by yourselves also. মানে এটা একটু easier problem. Still করিয়ে দিচ্ছি so fx is equal to 0 মানে কি হবে so x direction is so you have to choose the x direction so this is the x direction we are choosing, and this is the y direction we are choosing. So fx is equal to 0. So na হচ্ছে negative x direction. So minus na আর nb এর একটা component থাকবে. So nb will be having a component. So এটা যদি 30 হয়, so if this one is 30, this one is 60. But এটা যদি 30 হয়, so this one will be 30. So this angle will be 30 degree. আর এটা perpendicular, so this will be 60 degree. So nb will be having a component of, so plus nb cos 60 degree, and fa will be having a component in the positive x direction. So plus fb cos 30 degree, I think, right? So that is equal to 0, I feel. So এখানে আমি যদি put করে দিই, so na will be equal to বা what you can do is, আচ্ছা এটাকে রেখেই দাও. So let it be nb cos 60 degree plus fb is mu s nb cos 30 degree. So nb টাকে আমি যদি কমন নিই, so we are left with cos 60 degree plus mu s cos 30 degree. ঠিক আছে? So এটা actually known value. So এটা আমরা na আর nb এর মধ্যে একটা relation we got. Next is writing the equation of equilibrium for fy. So if I put sigma fy is equal to 0, so fy is equal to 0, we have a positive y direction. এইখানে you are having fa, so fa, and this point you are having, so minus mg I can put. আচ্ছা এইখানে you are having nb এর একটা component থাকবে, so plus nb is in the upward direction, component of nb, so nb দুটো কম্পোনেন্ট থাকবে, এই ডাইরেকশনে এই ডাইরেকশনে। সো আপওয়ার্ড ডাইরেকশনে থাকবে হচ্ছে nb, I think that is কি হবে সেটা, if I can draw it here,
NV cos 30 degree. NV cos 30.
sin 60 actually, cos 30 or sin 60, whichever you write. আর কি থাকবে, আর fb এর একটা কম্পোনেন্ট থাকবে। সো fb টাকে আমি যদি এখানে দুটো কম্পোনেন্ট করি, এটা 30 মিন্স এইটা 30, সো এটা cos 30 ছিল, সো মাইনাস fb sin 30 degree, that is equal to 0, I think, তাই তো? ঠিক আছে? So similar to the previous case, এখানে এই ভ্যালুস গুলোকে বসিয়ে দাও, হ্যাঁ, বা তোমরা এখানে একবারও করে দিতে পারো। ধরো fa টা কি, fa হচ্ছে mu s into na. So na টা কি, so mu s into na. So what is na? So na is this one. So mu s nb into cos 60 degree plus mu s cos 30 degree minus mg plus nb is nb to nb into sin 60 degree minus mu s nb into sin 30 degree, that is equal to 0. So see, it's an expression in nb. So আমি যদি এটাকে so if I can just separate out nb, so what we should be having is, so this part will be going on the other side, or rather তিনটেতেই nb আছে, we are having nb here, we are having nb here, we are having nb here. So এটাকে একটু just do it at your home. So এটা actually এরকম আসবে, so it is mg divided by এই পার্টটা, so এটা it will be mu s into cos 60 plus mu s cos 30. আচ্ছা এইটা তো নেই, plus sin 60 degree, acha, and this one, so minus mu s sin 30 degree. So just put the values and see what are the values of nb you are getting. Once you get nb, you calculate na. So just check what are the values you are getting in newtons. So once you get these two, আমরা m টা ক্যালকুলেট করব। এটা ক্যালকুলেট করো একটু তাড়াতাড়ি। তাড়াতাড়ি করো ক্যালকুলেট। So এই পার্টটাকে I have put it here. এটা কপি করা হয়ে গেছে, এই পার্টটা you have copied. Hello?
Yes, sir, done. Done, sir, done.
So this part I am wiping off. A part of half. Just calculate NB from here, and NA you need to calculate from this expression. Once you get NB, you can calculate NA based on this equation 1. So other part I am just removing.
NB equals to 312 Newton.
কত আসছে? NB is equal to
312 Newton.
দেখি একটু। হ্যাঁ, N
Yes, sir. NB equal to 312 Newton.
N equals to 237 Newton.
Newton.
NB কত আসছে?
312.
312.
212.
Yes, sir. 312 Newton.
আচ্ছা, আর NA কত আসছে?
237.
ঠিক আছে। Okay, so the final part you just put the value. So just do. We have to calculate the value of M. So well, we write the moment equation, moment equilibrium. So we are writing the equation of moment equilibrium. So that now MO we are taking it as positive counterclockwise. So the sum of the net moments at O will be equal to 0. So we should be having, so E enters it's I think clockwise. So minus M clockwise है तो figure है. Okay. So এটা actually clockwise है. So it's minus M. What else? Minus here too. Okay, minus M. আর কি থাকবে? এর কোনো component থাকবে না because NA passes through this point. NB also passes through this point. So as we know, reaction passes through the center. So the reaction won't be having any components. Only the frictional forces will be having components. So the frictional force, FA component ka kota hobe? So it is a tangent, it is a radius. So that will be it is anti-clockwise. So plus FA into R. And for FB, again it is anti-clockwise. So it will again be FB is tangent to the circle into R. So plus FB into R, that is equal to 0. So M will be equal to FA plus FB into R. So that is equal to mu S into NA plus NB into R. So M that is equal to mu S ka koto chilo 0.30 into NA plus NB you have calculated into R was the radius is given I think. So the radius is given to be I think it's 0.2 I think 200 millimeters. 400 millimeter diameter, so 400 millimeter radius, which is 0.2. So 612 will be the last problem for today. It's a Korean way, Bakita Baki poem. At least 612, we can draw the free bodies and write the equations. And data complete karo, just check what is the value of M you are getting. Tatri karo.
Okay. 32.94 Newton meter.
Karo?
So 32.94 Newton meter.
32.9 exactly.
Yes, sir.
M is equal to 32.1 Newton meter. Okay? So next problem. This you have copied this problem. The last problem we will be moving 612. This is the article. 612 में जाते हैं नहीं.
Okay, sir. Done.
So 612 is also
স্যার বলছি 612 টা হোমওয়ার্ক দিয়ে দেবেন?
না ক্লাসিক করাবো.
আচ্ছা স্যার।
ঠিক আছে. Okay, so 612 as you can see the problem is easier. Just so equations of equilibrium গুলো একটু একটু difficult to write. So this is a bar I think. So uniform cone of weight 150 pounds. So either the center action. So let's find the CG. So for this cone, the CG will be at 7.5, 7 and 7. So it's 14 feet. So this is 7 feet. This is 7 feet. So at the center, 150 pounds force is acting. So at this point, 150 pound force is acting. What else? So we are having a point A, the connector support action, and we are having a point B where there is also a support. Okay, sir? So at this point, so what we can do is calculate the force P required. So there is a force P applied here. So the force P is applied here. If the coefficient of friction is given to be 0.40, so mu s that is given to be 0.40. Calculate the force P required to move the pole. Okay, so just we need to find out what is the value of P required in order to just move the pole. There will be a direction of impending motion. Okay, so at the point P, so let at the point P it's resting on a surface. So let NB be the vertical reaction or the normal reaction at the point B. So the body has a tendency to move in this direction. So the frictional force should be in this direction. So this is FB. Coming to this point A. So at the point A, let's see what we can do. So just let's check like at the point A. So A point A, since I am pushing it, so the point, so this is the direction of impending motion. So it will slide around this line itself. So that is why the frictional force will be in this direction. So the frictional force will be along the directed along the rod itself or the pole itself. Okay, sir? So it's resting on a surface. So this is NA. What else? MG I have already drawn. So frictional force, this one, right at the applied load. So I hope you can understand this free body diagram. এখানে আর কিছু দরকারও নেই
ফ্রিকশনাল ফোর্সটা ডাউনওয়ার্ড হবে না
ফ্রিকশনাল ফোর্সটা
FB টা ডাউনওয়ার্ডস FB সরি FA ওটা ডাউনওয়ার্ডস হবে না
হ্যাঁ ডাউনওয়ার্ডই দেখেছি
90 degree downward.
Why it should be downward or it should be downward you are saying
Directly downward to the ground. 90 degree.
No,
90 degree?
না এটা তো তোমার ইয়ের সাথে হবে মানে সি এই যে বডিটা আছে ঠিক আছে এই বডিটা এইভাবে আছে the body is resting like this so when you are when you are applying load on this this direction so that is why I drew fast actually so this is the direction of motion so this is the direction of impending motion so if you push it in this direction so it's directed actually so it's directed in this direction so the friction will be directed in the opposite direction of this বুঝতে পেরেছো
okay
মানে সেটাই প্রথমে সেজন্য আমি এঁকেছিলাম I just মানে এটা স্পেসের জন্য I just drew it I just rubbed it so এখানে when you are applying a load P so it will slide in this direction so you have to find out the direction of impending motion so this is the direction so direction is directed along AB itself or BA itself so that is why friction will be acting along AB itself বুঝেছো not horizontally okay so এটা হলো সো আপনার কিছু ফোর্সেস নেই বাকি জিনিসটা ইজ জাস্ট মানে খুবই মানে জাস্ট ইউ ক্যান ডু ইট আই থিংক সো এটাকে আইদার এটাকে ক্যালকুলেটও করে নিতে পারো লেটস কল দিস অ্যাঙ্গেল অ্যাজ থিটা সো থিটা যদি ধরি সো এটা কত আছে 6 ফিট আই থিংক this one is 6 feet this one is 8 feet so sin theta will be equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse sin theta will be perpendicular so 8 actually 10 হবে ঠিক আছে so this one will be 10 মানে এটা যদি 6 হয় তাহলে এটা √36 plus 64 মানে এটা টোটালি 10 হবে so 10 হলে এটা 7 feet এটা 3 feet and the left out portion is actually left out portion will be 4 feet I think 4 5 6 7 7 ঠিক আছে এটা is 6 হয় if this one is 6 and this one is 8 so এটা কত হবে এই লেন্থটা this will be √of 36 plus 64 মানে √100 so that is √100 মানে 10 so এই লেন্থটা হচ্ছে 10 so already on this side it is 7 so in this side it will be 3 ঠিক আছে so sin theta will be equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse so 6 divided by 10 so that is equal to 3 by 5 and cos theta that will be equal to base by hypotenuse so 8 divided by 10 so that is 4 by 5 So sin theta cos theta you have got. So now let's write down the equations of motion. So I'm going to the equation of motion to leak. So sigma fx is equal to 0. And fx is equal to 0. So p is in the negative direction, minus p. No. তোমাদের এরপরে ক্লাস আছে না 12 থেকে? আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে হয়ে যাবে।
Yes, sir.
হ্যাঁ এই হয়ে যাবে, আমরা এটা করি অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স নিয়ে।
Yes, sir.
সো মাইনাস পি এটা হলো প্লাস এফ বি, এখানে আর কিছু নেই, in this direction, so this angle is theta means this is theta, so FA will be having a component that is FA cos theta and NA will be having a component, so এটা যদি theta হয়, so এই অ্যাঙ্গেলটা theta হবে, দেখো এটা যদি theta হয়, this is 90 minus theta, so this angle is actually theta, ঠিক আছে? so NA will be having two components, so আমি যদি NA টাকে এক্সটেন্ড করে দিই, so এই কম্পোনেন্টটা this one is theta, this one is theta, ঠিক আছে? So this is NA cos theta, so x direction plus NA cos theta, that is equal to 0, ঠিক আছে? না ভুল আছে, এটা sin theta হবে, sorry, this one is NA cos theta and a component is NA sin theta, so this will be NA into sin theta, ঠিক আছে? So just এটাকে তোমরা একটু সিম্পলিফাই করে নাও, so P we have to determine, so এটাকে এই সাইডে নিয়ে নাও, so FB will be equal to mu s into NB plus FA is mu s into NA cos theta plus NA into sin theta, ঠিক আছে? So I think everything is known here, not everything is known, NA NB আমরা জানি না, so আমাদেরকে আরেকটা ইকুয়েশন নিতে হবে, so we have to go for another equation, so sigma fy is equal to 0, so this is the equation we need for calculation of P, so sigma fy is equal to 0, so that is এইখানে we are having NB. Also, in this point we are having, so FA is having two components, eta and this one. So eta theta means eta theta. So this is FA cos theta and the vertical component is FA sin theta downwards. So downwards means minus FA sin theta plus NA cos theta minus mg that is equal to 0. So this is another equation. So what you can do is it again NB minus mu s NA sin theta plus NA cos theta that is equal to mg. So এটা এখন এটা কি আছে দেখো, এটা কি ভুল করেছি, এটা whether I've done something wrong here, I don't know, মানে এটা was NA cos theta minus FA sin theta, so FA was mu s NA sin theta, এটা হচ্ছে NA cos theta, ঠিক আছে? তো এটা এই পার্টটা, so I hope this part is correct. So now what you can do is এখান থেকে তুমি NB আর NA এর মধ্যে you're getting a relation, so minus NA into mu s sin theta plus cos theta, এটা হচ্ছে ধরো, ঠিক আছে, এটাকে let it remain like this, so আমাদের আরেকটা ইকুয়েশন লাগবে, ঠিক আছে? actually three unknowns are there, so we're needing another equation, so let's do কোনটা করলে ভালো হবে, just suggest me. So the one point with having most number of forces, we'll be taking the moments at that point, so if we can
point A or B.
okay, so moment if you take at the point, so কোন পয়েন্টটা নেব, এই পয়েন্টটা নিলে বেস্ট হবে because three forces will be cancelling out, ঠিক আছে? So sigma m b is equal to 0, so what will be left with, so এখানে দেখো already FA also passes through B, so we are left with only the normal force, so এই ফোর্সটা থাকবে, so NA will be having a component and mg will be having a component, so NA componentটা কত হবে, so এটা is already perpendicular, so that is why, so it should be NA into, so NA টা দেখো it's giving a, I think, clockwise moment, so minus NA So minus NA cross, this one is 10. And mg is, so mg is giving it an anti-clockwise moment. So plus mg into, this will be 7 cos 30, I think. So this will be 7 cos 30 is equal to 0. So I hope from here, mg is known, I think, na? mg is 150. So NA will be equal to 150 into 7 into cos theta is 4 by 5 divided by 10. So just calculate the value of NA. So once you calculate the value of NA, put it here, you'll be getting the value of NB. Once you get NA and NB, put it here, you'll be getting the value of P. So just I am taking the attendance, just see whether you can calculate the value of P required to cause this motion.
স্যার পি এর ভ্যালু কি 118.5?
আর কেউ? আর কেউ ক্যালকুলেট করেছো? আচ্ছা বোর্ডটাকে অফ করে দেবো এবার। You just calculate this one.
স্যার একটু দাঁড়ান, বোর্ডটা হেজি হয়ে গেছে।
Okay, so we'll be starting with the attendance. Okay,